up, everybody? Happy Sunday. You are getting Thanksgiving week vacation day this week. It's time for the Illuminati Wrestling Order show. We got my man Nate. We got my man Pump. We're going to talk about Survivor Series, but the most important topic of this show this week, it's the Pump's birthday show.
Yes. Happy birthday, Pumps.
Thank you. It was a big week for me. Not that big.
So,
Only 39. We're not there yet.
39 like Jack Benny. That's what my mom used to say back in the day. If you got old parents or grandparents, you probably heard that one a couple times.
Oh, I've got an old reference later. Don't worry about it.
So we know that you are a fine connoisseur of all things wrestling and apparel and paraphernalia and all those things. So how did you celebrate? I know you bought yourself something. So what did you buy yourself to commemorate this 39th year of existence?
No, see, I'm hard to buy for because I buy stuff for myself all the time. Like every day is Christmas.
What were your this past week and a half or so items that you treat yourself?
I guess the only thing I bought was Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Okay.
Which I shouldn't have bought because I had a test to study for on Thursday, which I didn't start studying for until Wednesday night. But passed with a 72, baby!
Hey,
listen,
I tell me in college, rest in peace, C's get degrees. Sometimes D's get degrees too.
Yeah. Well, 72s get licenses in the state of Tennessee, so hey!
Pumps is now, in case anybody doesn't know, Pumps is now you're a pest murderer.
Yes, I'm a certified pesticide applicator in the state of Tennessee.
Yes, I love it. So what is that? What does that entail?
It means I can legally take money and apply. I can apply pesticides and take legal tender for it.
But so, what are we pesticiding? Rodents, insects, all of it?
Yeah. Termites, roaches, silverfish, mealworms, mice, rats. We don't do like squirrels and snakes and shit like that. You call somebody else for that.
Okay, wait. I have a question. About that. What do silverfish destroy? Because I've seen silverfish
paper,
like in books. Yeah, and like is that all they destroy? Is just like books and papers?
Yeah, and they're food for spiders. So if you have silverfish, you're gonna have spiders.
Oh. Nah, Charlotte and them gotta go.
What do silverfish eat?
Paper.
So, but how were there silverfish prior to us hooking them up with paper?
I don't know. I wasn't here.
To me, I'm like, all right. So if silverfish are around because we've got paper, what did they do prior to?
Nate, while we bullshit, that's a great question though, because when I think about the times I've seen them, it's like when you got them old ass encyclopedias that you got to get rid of, and you open one and one pops up, and it's always one. It's not a family. It's not a school. You don't see them everywhere. It's just one. Where'd that just one silverfish comes from? Somebody knows the answer to this.
Yeah, exactly.
I probably should know, but I immediately brain dumped all that shit when I passed my test.
Pumps is now trying to show up like fucking John Candy in Arachnophobia, just ready to do work.
Just hosing him down.
Goodman. Shit. It was John Goodman, right? In Arachnophobia?
I don't know. I never saw it.
You've never seen Arachnophobia?
We've been over this.
Josh, the secret MVP of the show, is shaking his head. It was John Goodman. It's a great movie. You should watch it. Also watch it. Had some cocktails this afternoon.
Well, you had to after that devastating loss to the Colts.
I know.
Winners pitch shutouts, baby, against the Lions.
I like it. You know what? Green Bay lost today. I'm not thrilled. What are you going to do?
Well, collectively, we all lost watching this wrestling show.
Well, speaking of silverfish, we're going to talk about the Undertaker's last ride tonight. So
it's a great birthday.
I'm here all week. So we're going to talk about his alleged last ride, which is probably until Crown Jewel comes up and no one else wants to go because they got screwed last time. He'll pop up for a kickback. We won't call it an unretirement. He'll pop up for like a kickback. So we're going to talk about Survivor Series. Pumps is going to bring us up to AEW. Nate too going to chime in, and then we'll talk a little turkey about something other than Silverfish, but I don't know what yet. So Survivor Series, Nate, match of the night for you. Who gets the match of the night?
Well, let me get my notes out because I actually took notes this evening.
Really?
I know. Listen.
Well then, yeah. Let me.
Jay's flabbergasted.
All right, we'll just run down the matches in order. So the opening match tonight was the Raw team versus the SmackDown team. I thought it was interesting that each team had their network's logo and name on the back of their shirts. So the blue team, so the SmackDown team had Fox, and the red team had USA. Which, you know what, I'm like, I wonder if they had to run that by anybody, because the Fox team got waxed. You know what I mean? And so I wonder how Fox feels that their brand that they paid $2 billion for at the Survivor Series just gets beat 5-0, right? Was it 5-0?
Do you think there was anybody on that team that Fox even knows exists?
No, but who's there? Listen, bro, I don't give a fuck who. Listen, if you've got a goddamn Cobra Law Records T-shirt on and you're at a fucking show and you're rapping, I need you to be good. I need you to represent. I need you to represent to the fullest. And in a show that's predetermined to just watch Fox get beat 5-0, there had to be some. Listen, guys, we're doing this tonight, but you know what I mean. I have a
theory. I think SmackDown's been kicking Raw's ass, and Vince is like, look, you don't have to help out baby brother a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So why don't y'all take this L, because you're killing us every week, so we can make a little money, so people can see more of these guys. Because when the men won the first match, the Raw brand, that was the first thing I thought out. They were like, oh, we gonna alley-oop it to them because we know Roman's gonna kill this shit. We know that Sasha and Asuka's gonna kill this shit. So I thought it was something like that, because they knew they were gonna kill them with all the premiere matches that let the other brand have the W on the other little nonsense. I mean, you know, just
5-0. 5-0.
That was so weird. It was a weird transition, only for it to be the alley-oop to Roman. You let down the tribe because your whack-ass team lost.
Which I liked. I liked that Jay was the last. Also, listen, one of my notes was Otis has no business being in this match. Was one of my notes.
I watched it this week, and I still can't figure out why they gave it to him. He was talking to Oh Boy, and he's like, I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to hook you up with the match. So you could hook him up with the match on the pay-per-view, but he couldn't keep the Money in the Bank thing that he won on this way.
It just a lot didn't make sense to me. I'll give you my review on the match, and then I'll kick it to Paul and see and you, Jay, and see what you guys think. I didn't understand why eliminating Seth so early. It didn't make it didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Like, is that
finger poke of doom, brother?
Yeah, like it was dumb. I didn't understand that. I thought KO was doing great work. I think KO is in really good shape for as KO can be in. I think he, you know, I love him talking and listening to him talking. I love that he was giving everybody stunners, but then it was almost like, all right, KO got his shit in. Now let's just eliminate him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that totally.
Then there was the Uso kick party, where the motherfucker delivered like 17 super kicks. And
He had more kicks than a Tybo video. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
nobody was selling anything. He just kept super kicking, which I just I don't know. And my last note was, how does Fox feel about them just getting buried? But Pumps, what do you think about this match, my friend?
Yeah.
So my notes are the Ultimate Maniacs, Money Inc., the Mega Powers, the Mega Bucks. That was what, 30 years ago?
Yes.
In 30 hours, can you tell me who was in this match? That's my point. Never mind 30 years, 30 hours.
Yeah, I
Pointless. Pointless. There's no brand loyalty. These people were most of these people were drafted a month ago to these brands. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
I was,
what you got, son?
listen, I was really hoping, like, AJ and KO are the two best and Seth were the three best workers of that match. And Seth got fucking finger poked out. And when AJ and KO were in there working, I was like, okay, dope. They're gonna work some people are gonna get eliminated. They're gonna work this deal. And it was just it. Just nobody. The only thing that got me excited about that match was that I told my girlfriend when we were watching it, I said, hey, you see the big black dude in the sport coat? Hey, we might get him on our show.
I'm just so baffled, like you gentlemen as well. It was just so ragtag. It was so whatever. You got your best workers out unceremoniously. Seth goes out early. The damn timing of it. After all these months, we see no pictures of Becky Lynch pregnant. The week Becky finally lets her see her little belly bump, the little CrossFit Jesus bump, he's like eliminated early from the match. He was like, look, I already told you, I'm going on paternity leave. So I'll do the Survivor
It's
Series.
like, why even have him in the match? It just didn't make sense. It's just
because it's Seth.
And there was no stakes. Like I hate to echo, Eric Bischoff. I listen to his show every week with Conrad, cheap plug, but there usually needs to be stakes. Yeah, exactly. There needs to be stakes. The match meant what happens? If does the surviving team get anything? No.
Who won Survivor Series last year?
Couldn't tell you.
NXT.
Fact.
The last, I'm going to tell you right now. The last, off the top of my head, without even fucking thinking about it, the last Survivor Series moment that I can think of that had to do with teams, an elimination, was when in Boston when Ziggler went fucking 45 minutes and was down 3-on-1, 4-on-1, 2-on-1, and went and had an amazing match and crushed it, and it put him over. And then I think the next week they might have done a title shot or whatever, and then it was over. But there's just no, none of these people, there was more inner fighting on each team individually than they had beef. Back in the day when they did Survivor Series, the teams had beef. So, you know what I mean? When it was the Mega Powers on one side and the Twin Towers on the other side, you get it. When, it's whatever. You got Roddy Piper on one side with Bret Hart and the Bulldog on the other side because he's got the IC belt. You get it. They were building towards it. This just felt like 35 minutes of who gives a shit.
I agree. The last, I can tell you, and this is no cap, as the kids would say, the last real Survivor Series that I remember, I want to say was 1983 or 1984, and it was the Ultimate Warrior, where he was what's the Ultimate Warrior? I still have that VHS tape in the house.
We're a little deeper in the 80s, but I get it. Yeah, those Warrior Survivor Series were probably around 80-ish. Yeah,
it was literally the first one or the second one. way back, and I got in a lot of trouble because I convinced my mom's coworker to record it for me because I didn't have a concept of what a pay-per-view was.
Right.
So when the bill came, my mom was like, "What the hell is this?
What is this 1999?
I still no, that shit was like $39.95 or something like that. I know I was pretty young, maybe I was a teenager. I don't know, but I'm older than y'all. So anyway, that's the last Survivor Series I can tell you that it's very vivid for me. The other of them just kind of blur together, and I have to Google it to see who was on it. Then I'll go, okay, I remember now this and this and this happened. But just vivid memories, nothing past the 90s. Like I just can't remember.
Yeah, listen, as much as I love it, it feels like an outdated. It feels like an outdated. Also, there was that dope Survivor Series in like '98 when The Rock won like a tournament and turned heel. Like you know what I mean? Like there's just nothing happens at these anymore. I don't know. All right, next match. Pumps, who we got next?
I think the next match was New Day and Street Profits, right?
Yes. Thoughts?
That was great.
I might have the best take ever on this match. Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say that this is Xavier Woods' best work in a tag team since Brad Maddox. I've been sitting on that sumbitch since 7:30, baby.
Wow.
You know how hard it was for me to not put that in the group chat?
That's hilarious. It was a good match. I thought the Street Profits promo was fantastic.
It was a promo.
I don't know. I liked it. I was into it. I thought listen, maybe it's because I don't watch a lot of Street Profits stuff, so I don't know if this is kind of like their standard promo. But I watched it, and a good gauge too. Like my lady watched half the show with me before she left, and she couldn't take anymore. But she watched it. I just look to see if she's smiling or not, to see if she's entertained, even if she has no idea what's happening. And at the end of that promo, she even said, she goes, I mean, I don't have a clue what they're talking about, but it was funny. It was entertaining, because he was doing a lot of old WWE, fucking like when he was like, oh, I wish we had something to say about Kane other than he's fire. It was stuff like that, which was if you're following along, it was cool. Yeah, I thought the match was good. I liked at the end when they, kind of, gave the bro hug and the handshake. Like I feel like because they're on two different, I feel like they took the we're on two different brands thing as serious as you can take it, because Street Profits.
Woods has also been out since the Street Profits sort of rose to prominence on the main roster. So I think this was their first real time tangling with each other.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was genuinely nice to see them excited to be there.
Yes, and that's how I felt. Yes, and that the New Day was pumped that they had their whole Gears of War skins. I know Pump's video game guy. Are you a Gears of War guy?
I am not a Microsoft guy. I do love the Gears, but I haven't played any next gen. I mean, good for them. I hope WWE does not get a piece of that, but I don't see how they don't.
Oh, they do.
They're getting it. Man, Vince is on that shit like Don King.
Homie, he approved them coming out in fucking outfits that looked like it. They're getting a cut.
Yeah. But I mean, still good for them for getting out there and
and I thought the match was really good. I really like Kofi and Woods. I think.
Yeah. What about Kofi and Maddox? What's your thoughts on that? Clean finish?
Jay, you know what we're talking about, right?
No.
Oh God! I thought everybody knew.
You didn't see or hear. Oh, listen, Pumps, I'll break it to her.
Okay, thanks. I gotta stay kayfabe babyface.
Yeah, I'm more gentle. You know that like a few years ago, a video leaked of Xavier Woods.
Is Maddox guy in the? Okay,
Yeah.
now I got it. I just didn't know his name. I got it. I got it now.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That's why Pump says this is his best tag work since him and Brad Maddox. Yes, that's right.
Okay. I didn't know the name. Now that's even more. That was some phenomenal tag work.
The money gun after that.
I mean, oh no, it's not on. I took the batteries out. Shit.
That's all right. But yeah, I thought this match. Yes, I thought this match was really good. So the next match, I believe, involved a faction that Jay has a shirt on of this afternoon or this evening. That's the Hurt Business. Yes. Jay, how did you feel about Lashley versus Sammy?
Well, first of all, let me say, okay, so the Hurt Business, I had to get like the pajama size Hurt Business because we ain't going to no shows anytime soon. So the match was cool, but they're starting to trim some edges and some things. I mean, I just have to say the suits were killing me tonight. The matching suits were killing me. Them with some old take your ID, get your ass back in the line looking suits. I hated those suits they were wearing so much. It was on some old whose list are you on type of look they had going tonight. They didn't look like bosses. They looked like the dude outside the club, and I wasn't feeling it. But other than that, I thought Lashley was cool. I mean, they have to make him wrestle because he has the least personality on the mic of all of them. So, make him the workhorse. So that
even though he's the leader. I like that the leader is the worst on the mic. The CEO.
MVP. I keep wanting to call him Kenya Barris. MVP is, somehow he landed in charge. My homie is getting better on the mic. He was a little, needed a little brush up. And so he's getting there. And then, I don't know. I still like what they're doing, but I hope they don't overthink it and make it corny. Because I like the whole Street Profits New Day face type of battling. They did a pretty good job of it with one going over without the other having to be an absolute heel. So that was cool. So with the Hurt Business, I like it better when they're just jacking people up. I don't think they all need to come out for every match. And some of it was just a little tired. It's time to level it up again.
Is Sami Zayn not the most regular wrestler dude you've ever seen in your life? I feel like if I worked out really hard for like a year, maybe more, I could get to Sami Zayn body level.
I think so too.
But he's fantastic. He's great. There's no way in hell you should ever believe that Sami Zayn could fucking get in a ring with Bobby Lashley. Not on any planet. And somehow, am I wrong, Pumps?
No. Honestly, what sucks for me and what took me out of this whole thing is like, Sammy just posted on his social media, like the Sammy for Syria mobile clinic is doing awesome. They had a record number this month as far as providing essential medical services for people in need. And like, I can't, dude.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, it sucks for me that he's viewed as a heel and like, that's how he's pitched because like, he's just such a good dude.
Yes, I agree.
So it takes me out of his whole story of like being a heel that when I know like IRL, he's just the nicest dude possible.
Yes, and the best part about it is I think Sammy has figured out. He's like, yo, when he was out for a really long time, right? Remember, he was
like 8 months.
Yes, and And I remember him, like, he was tweeting stuff, and he was like, I don't miss wrestling at all. And people were getting really mad at him. And he was like, it's not that I don't enjoy it. I just don't enjoy the wear and tear and blah, 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 right? So he comes back, he's under contract. But I think that he's come to peace with, listen, I'm going to work in this for this company, and I'm going to make a bunch of money, more money than I'm going to make anywhere else. And I don't really care. Well, I mean, I guess.
Maybe when he resigned, yeah.
Right. But he's like, and I know that creative is going to have some fucking wishy-washy storylines for me. But I'm going to ride that out, and I'm going to use part of the money that I make to do good in the world, and I don't need a pat on the back for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
It's like Pump said. I didn't even know he was doing that stuff for Syria. It doesn't surprise me.
That's why he never goes to Saudi.
Right, because I know, I totally get the reason he doesn't go to Saudi, but I didn't know that he was doing all of these like giving money to all these people, because he's not out in your face about it.
Right.
And the money that he is contributing is worth so much to those people.
Can you imagine on that platform, though, if he was just allowed to say it one time?
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God. Right.
But you can't. Because we're in bed with the Saudi.
Right. Yeah. Which is, it just speaks about a lot about his character. And
absolutely.
He's amazing in the ring. He's amazing as a chicken shit heel.
Yep.
I loved his whole thing where at the beginning where he would like get out of the ring, do his 5 count, and then like talk shit to each one of the Hurt Business in each corner. Yeah. He just, for what he lacks in, there's no way that guy could beat that guy up. Mm-hmm. He makes up for in entertainment.
Absolutely.
And that's why he's so valuable. And that's why I feel like I will watch Sami Zayn do anything. In the wrestling industry. He just knows. He's just good. He just gets it. And
he sure does.
You know, and it's the same, you know, him and KO are kind of in the same, and I know they came up together and I get it, but they're in the same. Neither one of them have the when you look at him in an airport. I fucking walked by Sami Zayn in a fucking airport in a second. Like you didn't know who he was.
Guys in LA that look like him. I think he was on a show or something.
He's my size. He's a ripped version of me. You know what I mean? Within you get what I mean. But you know, like fucking Braun Strowman, get these hands, walks through an airport. You're like, holy shit, that motherfucker. Who is that? And that's what Vince goes for. He wants the who is that guys. But it's good to see that they know what they have in Sami, so they at least give him some quasi marquee position on the card. I guess is
Sami is so damn good. I feel for him like I feel for Ziggler. Like I really like Dolph Ziggler as well. Very talented, and they just keep giving him that same old. I should have been the one. I'm like, come on, do something for my dude, okay? Give him something to work with because he can do pretty much anything.
I agree. The only way Ziggler is going to change the way he's remembered in pro wrestling is if he leaves and goes somewhere else. They're never going to do it for him, and it sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, I feel like he would be a who gets more EW Pumps, Ziggler or Zayn? If you're AEW, you got to sign one of the two.
Wait, but keep this in mind too. Ziggler probably also stays because he gets the other money from the shows because he pops up on Total Divas. He pops up on the Total Bellas. He pops up now on Miz and Mrs. So if he goes somewhere else, he loses out on that money too.
Right.
I would say Sami just because he did the PWG stuff with the Bucks.
Right. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So he's kind of tangentially in the clique.
Sure.
He was gone before KO, before that really all kicked off. But I mean, he's more connected than Nick Nemeth ever was.
Right.
So
I got you. All right. So the next match we had tonight was Asuka and Sasha.
Correct? Oh God, I didn't even write notes on that one.
Correct.
Yeah. I totally forgot it happened.
Jay, listen. The minute Sasha got the pin, I went, "Oh, Jay's gonna be in a good mood this evening."
Yes, they are doing right by my girl. My girl is out there not looking like Big Super Crip tonight, so shout out to her for that, for turning the gangsta down for Survivor Series. But yeah, I mean, I'm actually feel pumped on this. You know what I'm saying? They did some good work, but Sasha and Bayley were so good in Hell in a Cell that this was just, it looked like a Raw match. You know, it could have easily been a Raw match or a SmackDown. Not even a SmackDown match. Could have been a Raw match. So, I mean, they did good work, but it was like a seeds get degrees kind of thing, you know? So that was my thing with it. Shocking, huh?
I mean, it wasn't bad. You know, there's nothing to get invested in. There's no meat on the bone because they're not going to get together again.
Right.
So even if they did tear the house down, okay, now what? They're not going to meet again until the draft?
Right.
So...
Because they're already setting her up with that stupid shit with Carmella, and so whatever that's going to be.
Oh, God, Carmella's a thing again?
And they switched up Carmella Steve. She's blonde now, and they've got her in this, like, really, like, trashy, sexy pink patent leather quasi-dominatrix. Corey probably designed it outfit, and I feel like that outfit is like Corey's wet dream. Like, that's how that outfit came together, that look. So
Yikes.
Whatever they're going to do with her with that.
Good luck.
All right. So after that, we had the women's Survivor Series match, which, in full disclosure, I fast forwarded it.
Oh, you missed.
Bless you. You're a smart man.
So much.
I had such little interest. After what I saw in the men's, I was like, nope.
I have more notes on this than anything else.
Perfect. We're gonna kick it to pumps for the women's Survivor Series 5-on-5.
Yeah, we're gonna kick it with pumps.
First off, and I am not trying to shame anyone or cast aspersions on anyone, what the fuck did Natty do to her face?
I wouldn't know. I fast forwarded it.
If Total Divas doesn't work out, she could be on TLC's Botched next season. Yeah, I don't get it. Also, I don't watch the product every week. But in kayfabe, are they just admitting that Lana is terrible now?
Yes.
Question mark.
Yes. I saw the last 5 minutes, and yes.
Okay. Also, why is she wrestling in fucking Yeezys? She was wearing Boost 350s. And anyone that knows sneakers knows that pattern on the sole. Those are fucking Boost 350s. Just why? Also, if you're not on the apron and you're on the steps when other people are getting counted out, that's probably a disqualification, but I'm not Cornette. We'll have to wait until Tuesday to hear that. Also, can't anyone tell that dumb bitch that she has lipstick smudged down her face? Maybe hand her a wet nap or a paper towel or something? I know she sucks in kayfabe, but maybe say, hey, sweetheart, we're probably going to replay this. We don't want you to look like a fucking goof in the annals of history.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny is when I fast forwarded through it, and then I saw the whole last 5-minute spot, and she got in the ring and her makeup was smeared. I went, oh, well, that probably was a thing earlier in the match. It was not.
She was in there for one lockup. It happened.
No part of anything.
She was just sitting outside like that the rest of the time doing this. Like she was the last victim in the house in the Blair Witch, just standing there on the step. Why? Why?
That pissed me off on so many levels. I was looking like Mad Miss girl walking around in here. That match just annoyed me. Bianca Belair, you were amazing. Of course you were. Bianca Belair was out there handling Nia Jax. I knew she was a CrossFit Mama Jesus too, but god damn, she was giving Nia the blues. She is strong.
Also, I
Her
find
nose broke up.
I think it's funny that Nia now can only do offense from her knee, so she's not like busting people in the nose. I think that's something we should work with going forward. Also, have you ever seen anyone have double ACLs and not come back with knee braces? Because Nia Jax doesn't wear them
at all.
Like what? Guess we're not working a hard bumping schedule here. Good lord.
This is the Pumps. This is the fucking Who Hurt You Pumps birthday segment.
Well, no, it's not even that. There was just no redeeming qualities to this. There was nothing good about this.
Pumps to be like, and you ain't shit, you never been shit, you never will be.
No, I want women's wrestling to be good. I do, because I enjoy it and I think it's a viable business option. But not this shit.
Okay.
I've seen pop-up ads for better wrestling than this, and you know what I'm talking about.
It's just not that bad. As people who are watching, come on, bro. It was not that bad. Bianca Belair was good.
What submission was Natty going for when she couldn't get it? Why was she going to put a sharpshooter on an illegal participant and try to get a tap out? Tell me again how good this match was.
Pumps is feeling himself. That's right, Jay. Hey, guess what? This week you get it. This week me and Pumps aren't enemies. It's you and Pumps.
No, that's not it. I want this to be good. I have faith in 60% of the women in this match.
I don't even know why Natty was in the match. I think Natty was in the match just because they just didn't have anyone else.
Natty noticed.
They gave her a new outfit and everything, you know? She maybe was to go with her new outfit. I don't know. But this whole Lana thing, Lana clearly is, let me not slander that woman because I don't want her suing me. Lana knows something about somebody for it to keep this run, keep going. How many times are you going to go through the table and the whole thing? And like Pump said, it makes no sense that she could stand outside of the ring for the whole match when she had already been in the ring once. Why was she not counted out? That made no sense. It's not like the when do they do the Battle Royal?
Royal Rumble?
Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it's not like a Rumble match where you can hide under the ring and then come out at the end once you're out there. It's like, hello, know your own rules. That doesn't make any sense. And then come on now, you're looking at Nia Jax and Bianca Belair outside the ring, counting them out. Lana is right there on the steps, but you're not counting Lana's ass out too? You already know I don't get down with Lana as it is anyway. Got me blocked on Twitter. I've told you that before, so I was more than happy to come in here and talk my shit about Lana. So whack.
I love that.
This is some bullshit. Like, truly. I get it that it's not time to let Bianca peak because you need to save something for WrestleMania. They probably aren't sure what they want to do yet with that because it's too early to try to put her with Sasha. I think this Carmella shit is just a bridge. I think they don't want Bianca and Sasha till probably like next year. So what do you do in the meantime? You put her in this match and let her get her L's and
you smear Lana's lipstick. That's what you do in the meantime.
And you leave her standing on the steps.
On the goddamn steps.
You could have had everyone else get eliminated and had Baszler and Belair. Baszler's the established badass. Belair and her could have gone 20 minutes.
Yep. You could have worked this 5-on-5 into a fucking 1-on-1 for the last 10 to 15 minutes, and it would have been dope.
You could have made a star in Bianca Belair.
and they
And they
dropped
already have
the
the
goddamn
history.
ball.
The continuity even would have made sense from
Yeah.
the NXT stuff. So,
I agree.
man, what the hell? So,
right.
yeah, off them.
I fast forwarded through some stuff.
Okay.
So the last match we have is the main event. It's Roman and Drew.
Yep.
So let me get this straight. The E makes this huge deal of it being Undertaker's retirement swan song. That's it.
Farewell.
30 years, my friend. It is 1990 to 2020, and it is a wrap. And we're gonna do 30 days of the Undertaker. We're gonna do this whole thing, and we're gonna have Survivor Series, and then we're not gonna have him at the show. I didn't miss something, right?
No, I have some notes on this as well because it was very confusing to me for something of this magnitude.
Did he come out and I fast forwarded it?
Yeah, it was after the main event.
He came out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I turned it off. I turned it off.
No, you did.
I did like Teddy Pendergrass. Turn them off. Turn off the lights. I turned them off.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm gonna slap you.
It was after the main event.
I saw Drew Galloway. Oh no, what's his name?
No, you were right.
Yeah. I saw his face, and then it kind of faded to black, and I hit pause, and then I walked to the liquor store. Undertaker came out.
How'd you buy liquor with an expired driver's license?
They don't card me.
What? A young strapping buck like you?
They see these fucking carry-ons I'm carrying underneath my eyes, and they don't.
That's fair.
Hey,
God.
So
they had a hologram. They had a hologram of Paul Bearer and everything.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So, what did I miss?
No, that was it.
The hologram was okay. Here's what I didn't know.
Didn't say anything.
He said, "Now I'm gonna rest in peace." Did the slash? Did the tongue thing? They did the pallbearer. The end, and that was 35 minutes.
Yeah, you didn't see my text where I said, "Well, damn. By the time he gets in this ring, it's gonna be time for us to go live."
Nope. Oh, fuck, man.
Here's the part that really didn't make sense to me is like, why did you call out everybody and their mama to come out there and then piece them out before he even got to the ring? It was
came out.
Like,
I don't even know who came out.
Everybody and their mama.
You want me to name them?
Go ahead.
Hold on. They went to the ring like somebody really died, like how they do those death things.
They said the following people are here tonight to pay tribute to the Undertaker.
And who was?
Shane McMahon, Triple H, The Godfather, Savio Vega, Ric Flair, Rikishi, Mideon, Phineas Godwin, HBK, Triple H Big Show.
Phineas Godwin? I missed all this?
Ric Flair, they just stood there.
Yeah, they didn't even say anything. And then they
Jeff Hardy
out and turned it into the
Jeff Hardy. Oh wait, no, sorry. I thought he was in AEW.
Not Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy.
Oh, sorry. Fuck. My mind was about to explode.
Yeah, no, Vince,
I swear to God, every show I find out something I didn't know, and this is in true Nathan Haskell form, as Pumps would say. Par for the course. I can't believe I turned it off.
Hell, Vince was looking more dead than the Undertaker. Vince was looking like he ain't seen no sunlight in about 8 months.
Yes, this is my reference. Vince looked like Milton Berle's corpse.
Vince is blind, right?
I'm sure.
I don't know what's going on with Vince. Vince is like, honey, Vince was giving me weekend at Bernie's. Like they just put him up here, okay, take him back, okay, put Vince here, take him back. I don't know.
All right, okay. It's really hysterical to me that I skipped the main event to bitch about the fact that Undertaker didn't come out, and then found out he came out for half an hour.
It was 15 minutes of everybody else walking out.
Did they play everybody's theme music?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they sure did.
Phineas Godwin came out and they played the fucking theme music.
Phineas and Henry O.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. How do you guys feel about the main event?
It was a match. Yeah, it did what it needed. You know what? Pump is in his bag. Woo! That match was pretty good. I enjoyed the match. I thought that Drew and Roman worked really well together. I like that trimmed down Roman is allowing him to have a little bit more variety of moves. Like we're not seeing 100 spears and 100 Superman punches. So this trimmed down, more jacked Roman is just, maybe that's why it's easy for him to fully immerse himself in the story, because he's the guy for real now. You know, everyone's gone from around him, and he was out for so long. Like whatever he was going through, whatever him and Vince were going through, I guess they figured it out, because this Roman is the best Roman I've seen for a long time.
Listen, I totally agree. I loved when the Usos were backstage and the Uso that's not wrestling was telling the Uso that is wrestling, like, hey man, you did what you could do. It was just one on whatever. And then fucking Roman came out and kept his hands in his pockets the whole time. It's subtle things like that are fresh to me. You know what I mean? Like I think this asshole Roman is so good. I thought the match was okay. I liked the Samoan drop to the table. I thought that was. No, I watched the main event.
I thought you fast forwarded.
No, watched. Here's the problem. I watched the main event.
Oh, okay.
And then I let it go and go and go, and then it was on Drew McIntyre's fucking face, and then it started to fade to black, and I thought that was a wrap.
You didn't see the graphic. You got to see the Survivor Series graphic.
No, I thought that was a wrap, and so I turned it off. That was why I made a mistake.
At the liquor store that didn't card him, and so that's
it's true.
So,
no, this is really good character work from Roman, and I like it. But again, what's the stakes? What does this do for both of them going forward? This match wasn't Walter and Ilya Dragunov, so I can't be that excited about it after seeing that 3 weeks ago.
This does way more for Roman than it does for Drew.
In what way?
In the fact that because you can let me finish?
Yeah, but I was just gonna say, who's next? Goldberg. Who's next?
Oh, well, I could tell you that if I watched more of SmackDown.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
no, but listen, no. What I'm saying is that it allows him to keep this heel shit going with the Usos and whoever they're going to add to the stable, because he still hasn't been beaten as the head of the table, and that's why it means more for him moving forward with whatever they're going to do, as opposed to Drew, who is going to start something new with somebody, something new with somebody regardless. And it just, listen, the Raw is just the bastard child now that Fox is the money player. So I really enjoy the whole head of the table thing. I think it was great. I loved that Jay came out and helped him win, and they hugged. I think that's really cool. I just hope they slow play this. I really do. I hope when his brother comes back, they slow play him into the fucking into the tribe. I hope the brother's got to wrestle with Roman in the corner of Jay. I go on.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, here's the problem. November's done. We've now got TLC, right? And then what? And then it's Mania season. It's Royal Rumble. and then we're on the road to WrestleMania. So what are you gonna do?
It's Jimmy and Jay. It's Jimmy and Jay at Mania with Roman in Jay's corner.
I think.
Okay, who's Roman gonna wrestle?
Samoa Joe.
Roman's gonna wrestle somebody.
So I would love to see Samoa Joe. I don't think that happens.
Why did they bring Samoa Joe out to call this match instead of just leaving it be?
I noticed that
doing the whole card.
He didn't call any other matches, right?
No other matches.
No, he was in the Raw elimination match. He was in the first match.
Oh, was he? Okay. I want them to put Joe should be the hand of the king. Samoa Joe should be the hand of fucking Roman, and the fucking the Polynesians should go against the Hurt Business moving forward.
And the Hurt Business should wrestle Retribution.
That's the edibles talking.
The Hurt Business would have to step it all the way up because Samoa Joe is going to murk everybody on the mic. That's number one. He's murking everybody. So maybe that'll make Roman perform to that level if they're in opposite factions, or I don't know. I just think that they should do something with each other, not on the same side.
Oh yeah, Hurt Business is Raw. But you put Joe, as Joe, Roman, Paul, and Jay. And now Paul, who is one of the best talkers in the company, is now James J. Dillon. And he doesn't have, in terms of the old Horsemen, where it was 4 of them, and then he was like the manager dude. And he doesn't have to talk as much if Joe gets in that faction. Because now Joe is the guy that can talk and back it up.
So Joe's Tully?
Yes, exactly. Yes, right. Yes, Joe's Tully, Roman's Rick, Paul is JJ, and then you've got the fucking Usos who are going to be, the Andersons or Barry, however you want to fucking play it out. But I think it's cool if you get a guy in there that can talk for the tribe, whatever you want to call them, that can wrestle, because Paul can't wrestle. And and now you can do a lot of things where Roman's in the dressing room, and outside the dressing room, it's Paul and Joe, not just Paul. You know what I mean?
You could do even something like where Samoa Joe is like an enforcer, and then him and Roman become the 1 and 2, and it causes a friction with Roman and the cousins, and then the cousins flip on them, and then it splinters out into other things. It could be a really
cool storyline if they do it right, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we're cruising down the road to WrestleMania, and they're running out of time.
Yeah. And yes.
I think they're going to keep the thing going with Drew, and maybe like they'll pull in Randy Orton again to keep interfering, because Randy is still bitter about Drew's title, but Drew is still feeling like he wanted to get a clean finish to the match that they just had tonight because Jay interfered. The referee got knocked out the ring. So maybe Drew, in this kind of an honorable Braveheart, he's wearing the kilt and all that stuff. Maybe he's going to feel like, I want to get my clean 1, 2, 3 for Roman. But then Randy's on his heels trying to get that title back. And then they could just kind of pass it back and forth just to buy time into WrestleMania, because it's already in place. And like you said, Pump, there's really not enough time to really build a whole new thing before then.
I think we'll know exactly what direction they're going, who they start to push towards the Rumble, because if it's a SmackDown guy, then we know The Rock isn't coming. But if it's a Raw guy, then it's like, ooh, we might get Roman versus Dwayne.
Right.
So fingers crossed for that Edge return, and we get Rock and Roman at Mania. Oh, and they're moving to Tropicana Field next month.
Yep.
So probably fans. It won't be anywhere near capacity, but there'll be fans for the next show.
They should put the TVs in between the fans to make the social distance, but still make it look full. That could be kind of cool.
My guess is they'll probably do LED boards for most of it.
Why was Kane in his gear and no one else was?
Probably because they didn't want the people of Knoxville knowing that their mayor had dipped out and traveled to Florida to do a 3-minute appearance on a pro wrestling show.
Ooh.
I wouldn't know. I didn't watch it.
Oh yeah.
Now I know what I have to do after the show, and I'm sorry for taking so much time up on the Undertaker thing.
Here's the thing: you don't have. Did you watch Raw 25?
Maybe
at the Manhattan Center when he gave that promo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, then you've already seen it. So I know we're coming up on the end of the hour.
Yeah.
But real quick, I just wanted to give a big thumbs down to WWE for their horrible booking of the end of the Piper Niven Kaylee Ray match on NXT UK. It's pretty gross. You need to put the title on Piper Niven. Stop it with your shit booking in NXT UK. And did anybody hear JR talk about make the joke during his AEW Heels promo?
No.
So they were talking AEW Heels. They did their lower third or Chiron or whatever the hell it is. I don't know. I don't do TV. But so they did the promo for AEW Heels, and JR said, "Huh, I wonder if they do bake sales."
Ooh.
Yeah. And he got dragged on Twitter for it. So, yeah. He said he was making a self-defecating, not deprecating, defecating fat joke about himself.
And because he also sells food products.
And he's just so out of touch that he doesn't know that that's not okay in 2020.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Is it cancelable? No. And listen, the guy's fucking like 75, dude. See, that's the level I'm trying to get at. I can't wait to be old to say shit and people just go, "Yeah, he's old."
I mean, yeah, I wish I could just go to work and mail it in and just say whatever I want. But I can't.
I want to be an old lady. I want to be an old lady like that. Go to the wrestling shows and be like, "Whoa, you sure got some nice muscles."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jake get out there, just start grabbing shit, and they're just like, "Yo, did you see that chick in the front row?" Yeah. What are you gonna do?
She's 137. Let her live.
Yeah. So So that was this week, I guess.
That was our night.
Yeah, put the belt on Piper Niven, damn it.
Oh, see, Jay's got the keep the belt on Sasha movement, and Pumps has got the put the belt on Piper movement. I
mean, Kaylee Ray's had the belt for 400 and something days. What are you waiting on?
CM Punk.
All right. And this is going to sound very silly, and I realized this week, and I mean, I've known it, and I've been in denial. I was looking at Sasha when she came out on SmackDown. My little homegirl just cannot dance. She has no rhythm.
Is that a hot take?
Yeah. I mean, come on now. Y'all know I
love
Sasha Banks. But her little bump, I'm like, girl, catch a beat, catch the beat, catch the down beat, catch the upbeat, catch one.
I like the Sasha booty slide.
Oh no, the booty slide is cool. The booty slide is it's when she does, now that she's the champ and she has the belt on, when she did a reboot, how they do the little bump. She's never on beat. I'm like, Sash, come on now. Come on.
Hey, listen, as a person that has done music live, sometimes when you don't have ear things in, it can sound different to you on stage than it does out there.
Okay. But you love Bob, girl. You love Bob. Keep the belt on you. Sasha is killing. Sasha getting that Mandalorian Disney money. My girl is looking good.
She was.
That's all I got.
All right.
And bring back Naomi.
I am Nathan Askill. Stay safe. Wear a mask. Be nice, and be nice to each other. Let's get back to where we can go to see things in public, so we can get this trifecta together in person. Pumps.
Yes. I just want to say TikTok on the independent contractors. Your struggle is almost up. Someone will be in there that will help you. I think Selena Vega planted her flag. She picked her hill to die on, to quote a Vinceism, and I think it will be shortly after Election Day that we will see some serious changes in the professional wrestling business.
Okay. Ooh, yes, that's right. And make sure you follow the Illuminati on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram, on all social media platforms. Big things coming. Big things to close out the year. It's been a terrific, terrific year for Illuminati. I remember when I first talked to Founders Joe and he was telling me about it, and I'm like, oh, that's dope. And then just to look at the growth in just this first year, I'm like, wow. Look, so bravo to the platform as we heading into Thanksgiving. You know what? If you want to eat hella this year, you do that because they're telling us to stay at home. If you want to eat the whole honey baked ham, damn everybody else, eat your honey baked ham and you like it. And if they can kick rocks if they don't want you eating the whole thing. If you don't want to work out, don't. If you do. You know, be happy because we have to take our little happiness wherever we can get it. So enjoy 100%. Your Thanksgiving, eat all the pies, eat all that stuff, and have a great holiday, everybody. And thanks for tuning in like you always do.
Appreciate you.